Hey everyone, it's Psychic Tarot Reader here. I want to do this reading regarding what happened on Sunday. I'm sure all of you are aware that they killed Nemesio Ocejera Cervantes, or better known as El Mencho. The death of him made that everyone in Mexico started having more like a civil war because the gang members are attacking. Let's just say it's a violent scene over there. But the reading I want to do is regarding, will Mexico be able to overcome this? Will they, how long will it take for them to overcome it? So let's see what the cards say. The King of Cups in reverse. Okay. So I'll tell you that's not going to be a good thing for Mexico because right now everyone's dealing with so many things, especially with the death of that kingpin. I'm sure all of you are aware of the drug lord person. Anyways, let's continue with the reading. And so the King of Cups, so there's going to be a lot of turmoil, a lot of emotions. Nobody's able to control themselves. People are going to be on the fence. People are going to be not, I want to say, not being able to trust other people because of this. And this is the Two of Swords. Yeah, so more like blinded. So they're blinded, but they're on the defense. And so because they're blinded, they don't want to see other people. They're always defensive and they're dealing with emotion. The water indicates emotions. So basically, they're every person's going to be, how do you say, every person is going to be hard to be trusted. They're going to have a hard time trusting each other because of what's happening now. The next card, this is the Nine of Wands. Evidently, people are going to start putting barriers within themselves. They're going to want to not trust people. They're going to be very, very careful. They're going to be looking always on their shoulder, or should I say over their shoulder. They're going to be looking at every person because it's not going to be the same anymore after they started killing these people. So everybody's going to be in defense. Everyone's going to be not trusting others. But this is the Three of Pentacles. So I want to say later on, things are going to start getting better. You see the people looks like they're discussing, kind of like working together. So I want to say it's going to get better for them. But in the meantime, they're going to have to deal with a lot of stuff. So a lot of emotional chaos, not being able to trust other people because of they're blinded to the emotions they have. And I don't blame them, when you're inside this physical body, you're going to have to find a way to overcome that feelings. You can't let feelings take over. But they're doing this on purpose so they can get people to have fear. And because of that, people will be distant from each other. They don't want to have no communication. They're going to put out boundaries. And I don't blame them. They will put up boundaries because they're not going to trust other people. It's going to be hard for them to trust others. But sooner or later, things are going to get back to the way it was and everything will be like a memory of the past. But until then, they're going to have things to work in order to get to this position. So I want to say Mexico is going to start getting a little better, but right now they're dealing with so many things. Until everything's died down, then they're going to go back to normal and help each other. But until then, this is the reading that I get. Let me know if this makes sense to you. It kind of makes sense to me by the way I'm reading it. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.